So this LeBron James thing has gone way out of hand. Hello, everybody out there. It's K-Dub Kenyatta Wright, sports journalist for Windy City Sports. And I'm here to talk about LeBron James and this Michael Jordan issue that, and the argument that seems like, you know, is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, LeBron James closing out the Boston Celtics the other night and headed to the NBA Finals. And not only doing that, breaking Michael Jordan's all-time playoff scoring record, which increases, you know, the argument even more that he's better than Michael Jordan. So now, you know, instead of the talks going, you know, dying off a little bit, it's giving it a little bit of fire that he passed MJ. It's just a point thing. You know, MJ doesn't play in this era, so I'm sure if he still played, you know, LeBron wouldn't be able to catch him. But anyways, you know, they got this reporter named Nick Young, you know, that was on Undisputed with Skip Bayless, and, you know, he's now they're trying to, you know, put a blemish on MJ. Listen, there's a lot of great players. Nobody's 100%, you know, flawless. Everybody's lost. Every legend has lost. But my thing with Michael Jordan is when he did conquer his demons, the Detroit Pistons, when he first got past them, and they were not old, like everybody's trying to say, they were like in their 20s, late 20s. But anyways, when he conquered his demons, he stayed on top. And, you know, now they're trying to use, you know, when he went back and he left and he retired and, you know, he left for baseball and then he came back for like a half a season. Now they're trying to use that against him, like LeBron James never lost a playoff series. Michael Jordan lost one playoff series as a member of the Chicago Bulls in the prime of his career. He lost one playoff series after becoming a champion. And this was due to his baseball. But, you know, even if we count that, that's what, 1 year that he's lost. You know, in that whole decade of the 90s, he only lost one time, and it was because he went away for baseball. But they want to use that. But they don't want to bring up, you know, LeBron losing to the Orlando Magic in 2009. When he was in the prime of his career, after he made it to the NBA Finals. He got beat 2 years later by the Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals. You don't want to bring that up. You know, so if we're going to use Michael Jordan losing to the Orlando Magic, we have to also count LeBron James losing in the playoffs and regular series before he got to the finals. He didn't always go to the finals, but they're trying to say and paint this picture like he's been to the finals every year, he's never lost. That's not the truth, and even when he's been to the finals, he has some pretty bad finals losses. You know, losing to the San Antonio Spurs in 5 games. Getting blown out in most of those games. You know, then going to Golden State, you know, him losing Kevin Love and losing Kyrie Irving late in that series, you can't really count that against somebody still lost. You see what I'm saying? If we want to take that away, okay, we won't count that. Then you go to him getting swept in the finals against the San Antonio Spurs in his first year. People want to use Michael Jordan losing to the Boston Celtics in his earlier years. I'm going to use LeBron James losing in his earlier years to the San Antonio Spurs getting swept. Michael Jordan has never been swept in the finals. Never been swept in the finals. Never lost an NBA Finals. Never lost in 5 games and only was limited to 1 win. And then everybody wants to say, well, you know, how are we going to put all of that on LeBron James? We got to put it all on LeBron because apparently he's the GOAT. And if he's the GOAT, like everybody say he is, when his teams were in trouble in those finals, he should have rose to the occasion like Michael Jordan would have and has done and carried his team on the championships. But you see, LeBron doesn't do that. If LeBron doesn't have great players on his team, he can't succeed. This is why he's jumped team after team after team. And, you know, they wouldn't put me on these shows because I've seen Michael Jordan play in his heyday and I've seen LeBron James play in his heyday and I've seen the things that LeBron has done. Michael Jordan jumped team after team after team to reassure that he won a title. He didn't manipulate the East and get every single great player on his team so he wouldn't lose. He beat the good guys around him. He beat all the legends that was in his time. So, you know, you can't just crown somebody the GOAT, man, just because you feel like it. Everything has to add up. Everything has to match up. And as far as I'm concerned, Michael Jordan's still a GOAT. He's still a GOAT. Never lost in the finals. He's beaten every single legend. And that's another thing. That year that everybody wants to use against Michael Jordan and say, oh, well, he lost to the Orlando Magic. Ask those same analysts what Michael Jordan did to the same Orlando Magic team the next year that he came back and played against them. He swept them 4-0. So the same team that you want to say got his number and defeated him in the playoffs, he came back and swept them. They didn't sweep him. And that sweep was a statement. Because all they did when they beat Michael Jordan is make him mad. And then I hear, well, Michael Jordan never beat a good team as equal to the Warriors. Excuse me? Excuse me? First of all, the first point of why I say he's beaten better teams than the Warriors. The Warriors don't play defense like the 90s teams did. You got the Utah Jazz. I can make a strong case that they're better than that Warriors team. As far as a system, not as far as players. You see, this is what we do in this era. We measure things up to who's on a team, not how that team performs. The Portland Trailblazers of 2000 to 2002 had all the greatest stars on it, but did they win a title? No. So we can't measure a team by stars. The Warriors have the biggest names, but were we honestly going to say they were better than that Jazz team? The 73 games? There's no fucking teams in this era. So I'm not going to really care about records at this point. Could they have won 73 games in the 90s? Hell fucking no, they would not have done that. But this is the thing. We forget about the past and forget about real fast about what has happened in our time, and we're in the modern day times. And I figured it out. The NBA needs a poster boy. They need one player to sell the NBA brand so that every year they grab onto one player and say he's the next Michael Jordan. How about just marketing the sport and not marketing stars? I mean, it's stupid enough to work. Because anybody that likes basketball authentically loves the game will watch regardless of who's there. Will watch regardless of who is marketing the brand. This is about the love of the game, not the love of LeBron. Not everybody that watches the NBA is fucking LeBron fans. So why think just because you market LeBron for the NBA brand that everybody is going to like that idea? And this is where the NBA is today. It's all about stars. And this is why this whole Michael Jordan, every time LeBron James does something good, oh, is he better than Michael Jordan? They just showing me how much level of disrespect they have for Michael Jordan if anybody could just do anything and just be the GOAT all of a sudden. This GOAT tag is just being tossed around, not earned. Michael Jordan earned his title. And LeBron got to earn it too. So that's my opinion. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of LeBron fans that's going to jump on my post and attack me, but I don't give a damn. He ain't the fucking GOAT. You don't lose 4 NBA Final Series and claim yourself as the GOAT when the GOAT hasn't lost any damn series in his day. He's 6-0. Perfect. So give me your thoughts, man. I'm a little tired of this reporter, Wright. And he admitted on air, he's a LeBron fan, and then he's gonna try to make points against Michael Jordan. Well, any point that you will make will go against Michael Jordan, I would imagine, since you're a LeBron fan. To say LeBron, improved since losing in the finals in 2011 in that Dallas series, we had a meltdown. Well, Michael Jordan never had a meltdown, but to say he improved ever since then, he got blown out and lost in less games to the older San Antonio Spurs team in 2014 in 5 games. It got blown out in 3 of those 5 games in that series. So did he get really better? And he had a better squad, had a better team. But yet still, he couldn't overtake the older San Antonio Spurs. It's just so much, strikes against LeBron. The jumping teams, how many times he lost in the finals, the disappearing acts in the 4th quarter, as far as carrying teams. This dude had how many points the other day? 11 points in Game 3 against the Celtics. Michael Jordan has never scored so low in a playoff game. But you see, none of these facts will be evaluated. Nick Wright, you saying that Jordan fans are trying to bury everything, that every era that he's ever had? Looks like y'all trying to do the same. And doing a better job of it, I might add. This K-Dub, let me get your thoughts, man. Subscribe to my channel. I'm out of here. I gotta go work out. Later.